Good morning, everyone. My name is Jordan Jacklin, and you're looking at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Centre in Scarborough, Ontario, as we get set to kick off the 2023 OSBA High School Championships, beginning with women's basketball quarterfinals. So we have Pool A's King Christian's Collegiate going up against the Pool B's leading Fort Erie International Academy. As we get set for tip-off, this will surely be a great matchup here. King Christian lost in the finals last year and looking to make a statement early on. Winning the tip-off is Stuckey, back the other way. From deep, just narrowly missing that shot, was Michaela Brown. Going out of bounds. And Fort Erie will have possession. Kamora Morgan has it, the Oshawa native. Sending it over to Dania Prawl, who's the star of this lineup, being guarded by Summer Lee. Handing it off to back the other way for Kamora Morgan. Back over to Edwards. Edwards, limited time remaining, will drive it in. Good! King Christian looking to respond. It's Summer Lee. Looking for options in front, handed it over to Shokano. Shokano back over. Has it now. Will drive it in on Edwards. Back the other way. In! Some good work there by Summer Lee, who's committed to DePaul University in the NCAA, will head to the free throw line. Making her first shot, I shall go for two. King Christian's going to need Lee to be productive in this matchup, so we expect a close one here this morning. Going for the third shot. And that's good. Tied matchup here. As Fort Erie will start it off. It's Kiara Gregory in transition, being guarded by Jasmine Bascow. Gregory will step back over to Edwards from deep. Just narrowly missing on that shot, and King Christian able to keep it inbound. Back the other way. Christian has it. Summer Lee. Back over to Bascow from deep. Just falling short on that shot attempt, but able to keep it in play. It's Debua, blocked there by Prawl. She'll start it off in transition for Fort Erie. Nice stretch pass. Good. Ciara Parchment, the Whitby native, getting on the board early. Bascow now started off, handing it off to Summer Lee. Back over to Tabua. We'll find Bascow. Trying a nice set play there, but we'll go for the jumper. Missing on that shot. Kiara Gregory now will slow the pace down and start it off, handing it to Kamora Morgan. Back in, open three. And Dania Prawl unable to get that shot. Open look now for Valjovic. Back the other way. Open three. And Summer Lee unable to sink that home, but back the other way is Anastasia Valjovic. The Mississauga native finishing up the layup. With 7:18 to play, we're currently tied at 4. You're watching OSBA High School Championships Women's Quarterfinal. Double team there, but able to hand it off to Kamora Morgan as it goes out of play. As Fort Erie will maintain possession. Morgan has it now. Sending it off to Stuckey. Isabella Stuckey driving it in and draws the foul in the process, as Stuckey will head to the free throw line. A native of Plano, Texas. The only American featured in this lineup so far between these two teams. Stuckey misses on her first attempt. She'll go for her second. Falling short on that one, unable to keep it in play. And King Christian will get back possession. Inbounding it is Tanae Smith. Over to Jasmine Bascal. Back over to Smith. Smith looking for options. Back to Bascal, almost out of bounds, able to keep it in play. Here's Bascal back over to Smith. Smith trying to drive it in, back over now to Lee. Options in front and out of play. Some good aggressive defending by Fort Erie, but King Christian will maintain offensive possession. Going to need stronger east to west movement on this Fort Erie defense. Valjovic gets it back in, deep three. Narrowly missing the nut shot attempt, kept alive there. Trying to get to that one, they scramble for it. And it will be Fort Erie possession. Some hard work displayed by both sides so far. They know who's watching this game, whether in person or online. Having the ball now is Kamara Morgan. Morgan sends it back to Prawl. Prawl being guarded by Valjovic. Prawl will drive it in for the jumper. The fadeaway shot. Trying to get that rebound, kept alive. And Summer Lee able to settle it down. Turnover there generated by Prawl, but it was deemed out of bounds. Lee will inbound for King Christian. Sending it back to Bascal. Bascal being guarded by Gregory. Sending it off to Tanae Smith. With the ball now is Dubois. Mildred Dubois gets on the board for King Christian as Fort Erie looks to respond. Handing it off there to Dania Prawl. Prawl being guarded heavily by Summer Lee, looking for options. Sending the sprawling Kamora Morgan. Being guarded hard there. And good work to draw the double dribble. Or travel, rather. Inbounding it now. And Jasmine Bascal will start it off for King Christian. Good showing so far, driving it in. Open three, good! Tanae Smith, the Brampton native, showing what she's made of. Dania Prawl now looking for a response. Guarded by Lee. Looking for options in front. Strong ball handler. Can really transport it. Sending it back to Kiara Gregory. Limited time remaining on the shot clock. And unable to get the fadeaway jumper. Long stretch pass over to Smith. Smith will drop it in. Just falling short, but kept alive there. Smith gets it over to Lee. Summer Lee supports in that play. Smith for the deep three. And can't get it in. Tried to bounce it off the backboard, but unsuccessful on that attempt. So now good work there by Gregory. Denied by King Christian, but drawing the foul in the process. The Pickering native, Kiara Gregory, part of the graduating class of 2025, as a timeout is called. King Christian currently leading 9-4 against Fort Erie with 4:18 remaining here in this first quarter. It's our first of 4 quarterfinal matchups that will be played today here at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center. I'll be back underway shortly. Seconds remain in this timeout as we get set to return to action. I'm Jordan Jacklin, and you're watching OSBA High School Championships, a women's quarterfinal matchup between King Christian and Fort Erie. And you know, for this Fort Erie squad, it's their first year really being a part of the OSBA. The first time participating in this championship. Obviously the men's program winning last year at the hands of Leonard Miller. And with the likes of Dania Prahl have a chance here. And it will be King Christian's possession. Really strong start for this squad as they look to get back to the top. Starting off the play now, back over to Tanae Smith. Springing it back, Summer Leaf finds Jasmine Pascal. Good defense there by Ciara Parchment, but it goes up and out of play. King Christian, strong offensive positioning here on the court, skating it well. They're maintaining possession so far. Sending it back to Tanae Smith, has it being guarded by Gregory. Smith with some open look, sending it back now. Brown guarded heavily by Parchment, and it's back the other way. With the ball now is Kimora Morgan. Morgan will settle it down, handing it off to Prahl. Prahl going hard. Right there, trying to find options. We'll send it back. Over to Guide Bryan in front. And draws. And it will be King Christian ball. And then again, another solid defensive possession here for King Christian Collegiate. Tanae Smith will inbound it. Some substitutions are made on the court. Cheyenne Neal, the Oakville native, now coming off the bench for King Christian. Almost kept out there. Good turnover generated by Fort Erie, and got it! Kiara Gregory secures the layup. Another turnover generated again! What a strong showing for Genesis Guide Bryan, the North York native, one of the smaller players in this tournament, and you can tell she's working extra hard. King Christian will have to be more careful with their inbounds from the defensive end. .324 remain here. King Christian leading 9-6 so far. With the ball now is Jasmine Pascal. Will drive it in through traffic and generate it there. Was the turnover. Guide Bryan has it. We'll get it over the open look. And out of bounds was Maya Foes. Another player on this Fort Erie squad that will be graduating in 2025, Mississauga native. Inbounding it now is Neal. Will send it back to Smith. Smith has it, being guarded by Gregory. Nice work there, and the handle will drive it in! Able to keep it alive. Back over to Bennett for the three. Good! Strong possession there leads to the open three for Summer Lee. Gregory has it now. Nice pass, but picked off by Cheyenne Neal. But Fort Erie will maintain offensive possession. Maya Foes has it. Trying to send a long pass back the other way. Summer Lee has it. Open layup. Good. Oh, not unable to keep it alive. Good work there by Ciara Parchment to block it off. But King Christian will maintain offensive possession. Summer Lee appeared to think she had more room than what was available. Gonna have to work a bit quicker this time. Having the ball now is Lee. We'll try to drive it in for the open jumper. Just narrowly missing on that attempt was Carlita Bennett. And some good work there. Tanae Smith, once again, a standout showing for number 12. As King Christian will get the offensive inbound. .21 seconds on the shot clock. Lots of time to work with. Back the other way. It's Veljovic back over to Tanae Smith. Smith will use the time that she has. Will handle it in. Looking for options. Back to Lee. Slipped out of her hands and out of play. Guide Bryan will inbound it and sending it over to Gregory. Gregory looking for options in front, being guarded by Bennett. Back over to Guide Bryan. A stretch pass for Prawl. Can't get the fadeaway jumper. King Christian's done a very good job at limiting Prawl so far in this opening quarter. They came in with a game plan. For the three! Three attempt made there by Cheyenne Neal, who had an open look, but just falls short. Back the other way now to Nia Prawl. Almost loses it, being guarded by Neal. Try to look for options in front, being double teamed. Call made on that play. For Fort Erie, already 3 of their starters have fouls, and Guide Bryan, Gregory, and Parchment. Will be something to monitor as this game progresses. Inbounding the ball now for Fort Erie will be Maya Foes, handing it back to Gregory. Gregory with speed will try to drive it in herself, but was double teamed by the King Christian defense. Cheyenne Neal will inbound it for the collegiate. Neal being guarded heavily there by Edwards, as Fort Erie nearly generates another turnover. Tanae Smith has it now, sending it back to Bennett. Bennett will scan the floor. Will find Veljovic. Back the other way. Summer Lee, the open look! And will just fall short on that play. Another chance the other way! Missing on that attempt was Veljovic, rather. And Anastasia Veljovic will head to the free throw line. Or rather, it'll be an offensive inbound. Inbounding it was Neal. Back over to Lee. Had a hard time getting that double team there. Neal for the three. Unable to get that one, but getting the rebound there was Veljovic. As we have a player down on the court. Going down hard, Summer Lee. But springs back up. As she'll head to the free throw line. Substitutions being made on both sides. as we now see Jasmine Bascal back on the court for King Christian. Trying to get it out there. Open look now. Guide Bryan has some space to work with. Will drive it in. Yes! Genesis Guide Bryan, the North York native. A strong transition player. Back the other way. Another open look there. Driving it in for Summer Lee for the three. Just missing on that attempt. Odd man rush the other way. Good pickoff there by Bascal. Fort Erie maintains possession. Limited time remaining. Trying to get that shot. Gregory. Good. Great work there by Kiara Gregory just to stay with the play and get that off-balance jumper. As that will do it for first quarter action. The King Christian Collegiate currently lead 12-10 over the Fort Erie International Academy. You're currently watching a women's basketball quarterfinal matchup on the OSBA YouTube channel. I'm Jordan Jacklin, and stay tuned for the second quarter. Good morning, everybody. You're watching a women's quarterfinal matchup here on the OSBA YouTube channel. I'm Jordan Jacklin, and I have the call. Inbounding it now is Fort Erie. Dania Prawl now will drive it in herself, trying to get the open lane, and just falling short in that layup attempt. Great work there to gain inside positioning, but the defense of King Christian has been the storyline so far. Back the other way, finding Summer Lee. Fake pass, will drive it in herself, and gets the layup. Summer Lee up to 5 points in this matchup so far. Slowing down the pace of play is Kiara Gregory for a quick turn of the dime. Back over to Edwards, finding Prawl. Prawl being guarded by Lee. Limited time left on the shot clock to make room work for the deep three there. And unable to secure that, but picking up her own rebound the other way, Edwards. Just falling short on that attempt. Lee has it now. Will send a stretch pass over to Smith. Tanae Smith has it. Sending it back over. Picked off there by Gregory as she's in transition. Back over to Guide Bryan for the layup. Just falling short. As it went out on the rim and out of. But she draws the foul in the process, and we'll head to the free throw line. Two points on the game so far for Guide Bryan. As she'll make her first shot. Missing on that attempt. I shall go for a second. And no doubt about that one. Fort Erie cuts the lead to 3 with 8:50 to play here in this second quarter. Inbounding it is Maya Chicano for King Christian. Sending it over to Pascal. Pascal back over to Chicano. Sending it in. Went off of the Fort Erie player. Looks like Kiara Gregory. And able to generate that turnover once again. Hasn't been the easiest to generate offense on both sides so far. Dania Prawl has it for Fort Erie. Back over to Gregory. Gregory now will try to drive it in. Back over for the 3. Good! Lucretia Edwards, the Oakville native, making a statement. Back the other way, it's Valjovic. Turnover generated there by Fort Erie. Kept alive by King Christian. But it goes out of play off the hands of Carlita Bennett. Refs having a discussion. As we get set for Fort Erie, the inbound will be Dania Prawl. Kirtley has 2 points so far. They'll try to activate her into the offense a bit more as this game progresses. As King Christian has done a good job at shutting 25 down. Hitting it off there. Prawl has it, being guarded, but able to find the open space. Back the other way for the floater. Unable to get that, but picking up the rebound. Yes! Kamora Morgan. Summer Lee now trying to settle it down for King Christian. As suddenly it's 16-14 Fort Erie. Lee back the other way from deep. Good! Michaela Brown, the Kelowna native, sinks the 3. Gregory has it now for Fort Erie. With limited space left, was double teamed there on the play, but good work to find. Good. And Ciara Parchment responsive a 3 of her own. As the offense is picking up here at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center. Lee has it now. Nearly creates the turnover there. Back the other way. Another 3. Yes! Lucretia Edwards goes back to back. Trying to get that one now. It was Chocano, rather. Sorry, that made that 3. Inbounding it there was Edwards. Finding Prawl. Prawl being guarded hard there by King Christian. Gregory has it. Gregory will try to drive it in, back in. Open look! Just falling short on that attempt. Was Lucretia Edwards, the Oakville native. King Christian will inbound. As it sends off to Jasmine Pascal. Pascal hasn't synced the bucket yet, but you know it's going to be close. The way the offense is going. Summer Lee back over. Open look! Just falling short on that attempt was Maya Chicano. Already has 6 points in this matchup so far. Nice work there by Edwards, or Gregory rather. But just falling short on that attempt. Back the other way. Summer Lee now blocked in front by Prawl. Has Fort Erie. We'll bring it up in transition. Gregory will get called for double dribble. And we've already seen the pace of play change so far. King Christian now only leading by 1 point by a score of 20-19. 5:44 to play here in this second quarter. We'll be back right after the timeout. I'm Jordan Jacklin. You're watching the quarterfinal women's basketball matchup on the OSBA YouTube channel. Stay tuned. King Christian has it now. Back over to Maya Chicano. Chicano will drive it in for the layup. Denied by Ciara Parchment defensively. Both teams have really understood how to limit the offensive stars on both sides. But we're starting to see it open up a little bit here in the second quarter. Chicano will drive it in. Open layup. Yes! Maya Chicano putting on the show here in Scarborough. Dania Prawl has it now for Fort Erie. Was picked off by Jasmine Bascow, but out of play as Fort Erie will maintain offensive possession. Inbounding it now is Maya Foes. Foes has it now. Will spot Prawl. Good work there to create the pick was Parchment. As Prawl, nice work there for the jumpers! Off the rim and now kept in play, but King Christian able to get to it as the ball ends up out of bounds. Inbounding the ball is Oakville native Cheyenne Neal. Sending it over now to Bascow. Bascow has it being guarded by Guy Bryan. Chicano has it for the jumper! And narrowly misses on that attempt. In transition the other way is Prawl. Prawl will slow it down as she looks for options. Good work there by Parchment, who's creating the screen. Traffic making it difficult. Nice backdoor pass the other way. Good! Lucretia Edwards. Looking for a response now. King Christian for the three! Just falling short, trying to get that rebound was Tanae Smith, but it ends up in the King Christian bench. Inbounding it now is Cheyenne Neal. Sending it back over to Chicano. Chicano has it, will turn back. We'll find Tanae Smith. Limited time left on the shot clock, driving it in for Chicano. As Fort Erie will regain possession. Carlita Bennett already has 2 personal fouls so far for King Christian. As the Collegiate currently lead 22-21 over the Fort Erie International Academy, playing in their first ever OSBA championship game. And it's a close one. Nice fadeaway there. Parchment, good! Ciara Parchment, the Whitby native, regains the lead for Fort Erie. Summer Lee looking for a response. We'll drive it in. Open look there for Debua. Was unable to sink it. Going down on the play was Kiara Gregory. As Fort Erie will regain possession. Gregory will start it off for Fort Erie. Handing it off the other way to Foes. Foes now being guarded hard, trying to drive it in. Yes! Maya Foes found a way to sink it through the King Christian defense. As suddenly, the International Academy lead by 3. 3:08 remain in this second quarter. Good handles there by Summer Lee for the jumper. Unable to get that one. Looking for the rebound was Debua. Kept alive there by Lee for the 3. And Tanae Smith unable to sink that shot. Back the other way is Foes. Maya Foes back looking for the pass for Parchment. Unable to get that rebound, but gets it right there. Another chance. And it's 6'3", Ciara Parchment, using the size to her advantage, will now head to the free throw line. Had 3 King Christian defenders on her, but they were unable to come up with that ball. And she's able to draw the foul in the process. Parchment will go for her first shot. Sinks it in and will go for the second. Missing on that attempt, but Prahl gets the rebound. Trying to get it back. Parchment again. Off the rim and out. And Dania Prahl goes down hard on the court. And appears to be in some pain here for Fort Erie as her teammates help her up. We'll see if any substitutions are made. It looks like she's staying on for now. As we get set to get back to action with King Christian, and batting the ball will be Cheyenne Neal. Some substitutions made for the collegiate. It'll actually be Carlita Bennett, the Brampton native, that will inbound the ball. Bennett will send it to Smith, who will start off the attack for King Christian. Back the other way. Looking to make an impact. It's Bennett, unable to sink that floater attempt. Dania Prahl now will start it off for Fort Erie, driving it in. Trying to get her own rebound, but unsuccessful in that attempt. Summer Lee in transition. Will slow it down, looking for options. Sending it over to Smith. Limited time left, it's Lee. Back the other way for the 3, yes! Another whistle had gone in front. And that 3 does count. And they also get to pick up the offensive inbound, so just great work here by King Christian. They were down by 4. Suddenly now have a chance to take the lead once again. Back the other way, Summer Lee. Elected not to go for the shot there. Back the other way is Veljovic, open for the 3. Was Bennett again trying to pick it back up. Kept alive by Lee. Looking for there, it's Tanae Smith. Her body's moving in front. Smith will handle it in. Back over for Veljovic. And narrowly missing on that attempt. Dania Prahl now has it. Looking for options. We'll circle back. Handing it off to Gregory. Gregory will slow it down as nobody approaches her. Setting up the screen is Parchment. Kiara Gregory back over to Prahl. Prahl has now 3 seconds remain. Prahl! Can't get that one, but looking for the rebound there was Foe, but unable to get it. In transition, the other way is Tiana Smith. Summer Lee for the 3! And just narrowly missing on that attempt. Back the other way, it's Kiara Gregory. Looking for the stretch pass, but it goes up and out of play. 58.2 seconds remain, and suddenly the Fort Erie International Academy lead by 1, 26-25, over the King Christian Collegiate. Pro will get the offensive inbound. Back over to Yara Gregory. She can move her feet. Pro gets it back, trying to look for space. And draws the foul in the process. We'll head to the free throw line. And you can really see Dania Proles, Ciara Parchman really using their size to their advantage so far. And they're also quick players. Strong east to west movement, making it difficult for the opposing defenders. And Proles sinks both of her free throw shots, bringing her up to 4 points in this game so far. King Christian now will look for a response. Summer Lee looking for options back to Smith. Smith will send it over the other way for the three. And that one will not be good. Back the other way. Now it's Brawl again. Yes! Dania Brawl getting in on the action. Just over 20 seconds remain. Summer Lee will use all the time available. Back over to Smith, finding Pascal. Pascal over to Lee. Lee will drive it in herself. Back. Yes! Summer Lee found a way and will now head to the free throw line. Sinking that basket was Summer Lee to bring it within two. Limited time remain back. It's Ciara Parchman. 3 seconds remain. Parchman back. Full for the shot. And that one was unsuccessful. My name's Jordan Jacklin, and you have been watching the women's basketball quarterfinal matchup between King Christian and Fort Erie. Stay tuned for the second half of this game on the OSBA YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Welcome back to OSBA Women's Quarterfinal matchup between King Christian Collegiate and Fort Erie International Academy as we're underway here in the second half. As Jasmine Bascal has it for King Christian. Handing it off back the other way is Valjovic. Valjovic back. And out of play off the hands of Bascal. Fort Erie possession. Certainly a tale of two quarters there. In the first, you see King Christian getting off to a strong start, but Fort Erie able to prevail and get some of their stronger contributors by using their size and speed to their advantage. Let's see how it continues here in the second half. Deanna Prawl denied. Going hard into the stanchion there was Valjovic, or Debua rather, Mildred Debua. But nonetheless, made the strong defensive play. And King Christian will now have possession. Embodying it is Maya Chocano. Over to Bascal. Bascal looking to set up the play that she envisions. Being guarded there by Gregory. Over to Valjovic. Valjovic has it back to Debua. Debua finds Bascal. Bascal some nice handles. Back the other way, finds Valjovic, driving it in, denied by Denia Prawl. What did I just say? Prawl using her size to her advantage once again. A real two-way threat on the court. Prawl has it now. Sending it over for the open three. Just falling short on that one. And Parchment's unable to get the rebound. Summer Lee in transition for King Christian. Lee, the open pass. Will get the reverse layup, Lucretia Edwards. Edwards really read the play there, didn't force it. Back the other way now with some space and time is Edwards. Or Chocano rather, that made that play. Denia Prawl has it. Being guarded heavily, will try to drive it in and gets the offensive foul. An example of Prawl maybe being a bit too aggressive there on that play, as King Christian really stayed with them defensively. Currently, you have a tied matchup here, 30-30, with 8:28 remaining in this third quarter as a timeout is called by Fort Erie. As I'm Jordan Jacklin, and we'll be stay tuned as we continue this matchup. We're back and underway here in this third quarter matchup between King Christian and Fort Erie. Carletta Bennett will send it back to Jasmine Bascal. Nice work there to draw in the defender. And Tyann Smith and Anastasia Valjovic back on the court and will head to the free throw line. Again, strong east to west movement to neutralize the opposing defenders, being very deceptive in their movement, forcing these errant plays by the Fort Erie defenders. Valjovic makes her first shot. She goes for her second. And Valjovic will extend the lead by 4 for King Christian. Dania Prawl with 6 points on the game to try to activate her more into the attack. Parchman will drive it in, and this goes out of play. Pass intended for Lucretia Edwards. As Cheyenne Neal will inbound. Tanae Smith has it for the Collegiate. Sending it back to Bennett. Bennett looking for options in front. Back over to Smith. Smith will move it along for Bascal. Bascal driving it in back to Smith. Just falling short on that attempt, but they regain possession. Neal over to Pascal. Pascal trying to get some bodies in front. Sending it off to Bennett. Back to Smith and out of play. Dania Prawl, strong defensively there in that last possession. As Fort Erie looks to regroup. With the ball now is Maya Foz, sprawling it over to Prawl. Prawl, nice work there to stay poised and secured. Dania Prawl brings it within 2 for Fort Erie. Valjovic driving it in and gets the foul, or draws the foul rather. She'll head to the free throw line. Has 4 points in this game so far. Missing on her first attempt, but she'll go for her second, the Mississauga native. Missing on that one, tried to go for the rebound. And Kamara Morgan will inbound for Fort Erie. 3:20 remain with King Christian leading 35-33. Prawl being double teamed there. Valjovic on her strong, but Morgan now with some space the other way. Parchman has it. Tried to elect for the 3, but didn't have the space, as Prawl has it now. Spall driving it in himself. Yes! Dania Prawl showing off that high-end talent. Looking for a response now is Cheyenne Neal. Neal drawing the foul on the play. Something to monitor here on the Fort Erie side. Ciara Parchman has 3 personal fouls, and Dania Prawl has 2 herself. Trying not to get to that magic number 5, or else they will be ejected from this game. So going to have to play a clean game from here on out. Going for that second shot. Unable to get that one. Looking for the rebound there was Valjovic, but up and out of her hands. Fort Erie now looking to get things going offensively. Violation called the other way. will send it back to the Fort Erie end. These King Christian defenders had one goal in mind. It was to neutralize Dania Pearl and Sierra Parchment. They've done an excellent job so far. Pascal has it. We'll look for options in front, sending it over to Valjovic. Valjovic driving it in for Smith. Smith being guarded by Pearl. Smith will drive it in herself. Yes! Tanae Smith, the Brampton native, found a way to get that through. Pearl looking to respond. Being guarded heavily there by Lee. Kept alive off the foot of Brown. Michaela Brown, now the Kelowna native, in the matchup here for Fort Erie. And it will be an offensive inbound for Fort Erie. Pearl has it, sending it over to Gregory. Gregory trying to move it quick. Morgan back down low for Pearl, double teamed, and draws the foul. And that's when Dania Pearl is at her best, gaining that inside positioning on defenders and forcing them to have to take the foul. She now has a chance to potentially tie this game as she hits to the free throw line. Seeking her first basket. And she'll go for her second. Missing on that attempt there, but kept alive. Or defensive rebound picked up by Valjovic. Pascal, quick movement here. Tanae Smith over to Lee. Lee back the other way, trying to get that ball over. Kept alive, or rather not, by Chicano, who re-enters the court for King Christian. Solid work by the defenders. Strong east to west movement by the collegiate, but the International Academy staying with it every second of the way. With the ball now is Lucretia Edwards, sending it over to Morgan. Kamora Morgan being guarded there by Pascal. Finds Gregory. Gregory, nice screen in front. Gregory driving it in. Yeah, oh, just picking up the rebound is Kamora Morgan, the Oshawa native. As Fort Erie regains the lead. Tanae Smith back over to Pascal. The crowd getting into it here. Pascal tried to drive it through three defenders. And he'll take the offensive inbound. 14 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Pascal back over the other way. Tanae Smith has it. Smith looking for options in front. Smith will drive it in herself. Smith denied by Dania Pearl. With 5 lone seconds remaining, King Christian will have to work quickly. Back the other way at Chicano. Chicano trying to drive it in for the layup. Yes! Maya Chicano up to 10 points in this matchup so far. Less than a minute remaining here in this third quarter. Pearl tried to get that off-balance floater. Was unsuccessful in that, in transition the other way. Summer Lee finds Chicano on deep. Just falling short on that one. Kept alive by Debua before they were able to regain possession. Sprawl. Good work there. Dania Pearl feeling confident. As a timeout's called now by King Christian. Or rather, no. Or it looks like maybe some substitutions being made, rather. But what a regroup. Head coach Handel Kipp. He knows it's their first year in the program, but he really has high goals for this Fort Erie squad. And there's really a belief here that the men's and women's program could go far in this OSBA High School Championship. Making that first free throw was Jasmine Pascal to tie the game at 40. And the first 3 quarters have indicated this will be a tight matchup all the way through. Bascow now inbounding it over to Summer Lee. Lee being guarded by Foes. Lee in transition, able to get it through. Looking for options. Summer Lee down low for Tabua. Tabua back the other way for Smith! Just narrowly missing. Picking up the rebound, though, is Smith. Back the other way for the layup. Yes! Maya Chicano gets it done. And looking for that final shot. Unsuccessful was Kiara Gregory. As the King Critchett Collegiate barely hanging on by a score of 42-40 over the Fort Erie International Academy. I'm Jordan Jacklin, and we'll be back for the 4th quarter. Stay tuned. Hello, everybody. We're at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center here in Scarborough. And we're underway here in the 4th quarter. Fort Erie with possession as we finish off this quarterfinal matchup. With the ball now is Maya Foes, driving it in, finding the lane for Morgan, over the other way for Pearl! Good work finishing it off for number 25, Denia Prawl. Summer Lee has it for King Christian. Settling it down now to Bua. Guarded heavily by Parchman, back the other way. Lee electing not for the shot. She'll drive it in instead. Feeding the back door. And once again, good defensive work by the Fort Erie squad from the likes of Parchment and Prawl. Tied at 42. And Gregory will take it in transition. Finding Prawl, will hand it off back to Gregory. Turnover generated. Bosco will go back the other way. Inbounding it is Tanae Smith, who has 5 points in this game so far. Bosco has it. What a work there to draw on the defender and force her to slip. But back right there, Kiara Gregory gets her revenge on Bosco. In the offensive end now, Gregory will drive it in back the other way for Foes. Foes has it for the 3. Just barely missing on that attempt. Bosco has it in transition. Will slide it through to Summer Lee. Lee back the other way. Open look! Just missing on that attempt was Lee. Gregory has it for the jumper! In and out, but collecting that rebound, Parchment will draw the foul. King Christian head coach Zelimir Stevanovic, a bit upset with his team after that last showing in the defensive possession. Fort Erie regains the lead off the free throw shot from Parchment. She'll go for her second. Two for two for Ciara Parchment, the Whitby native. Still has 2 years till she'll be graduating. Will be an interesting player to monitor over her career. Inbounding it is Tanae Smith. Bosco has it for King Christian. Telling her forwards to get in position as she likes to set up a play. Neal handing it off there for the jumper. It's in. Jasmine Bosco stayed with it, used her speed, and made them pay. Open look the other way. And unable to secure that was Lucretia Edwards. Bosco again has it, driving it in. A hard one-on-one matchup there against Kiara Gregory, who's down in the court. She appears to be in some pain. Head appeared to make contact with the court. You never like to see players going down that hard in that fashion. Happy to report that Kiara Gregory of Fort Erie is being attended to as we resume play in this fourth quarter. 7 minutes and 54 seconds remaining. Tied matchup for 44 apiece. And it's crazy just how in an instant everything can change, but let's see what can be done. Looking to get that now. Edwards back over to Prawl. Prawl in transition, being guarded by Neal. Some good work there to draw in Cheyenne Neal to force her to take that foul. Inbounding it is Kamora Morgan. That's Neal's second personal foul. Morgan will inbound it again. Back over to Foes. Maya Foes has it. Drawing it in. Maya Foes draws the foul on the process as she went hard in a one-on-one matchup against Mildred Tabua as she heads to the free throw line. In such a tight game, it could just be 1 or 2 fouls away from either side winning it. So both teams looking to play a clean game the rest of the way and try not to be caught out of position. Missing that first attempt, but going for 2. Not able to secure any of the shots. So for King Christian, that's huge. They get possession back. Cheyenne Neal inbounding it. Let's see how they work with it. Jasmine Bosco has it. Sidestepping through Foz. Driving in all alone. Jasmine Bosco unable to secure that basket the other way. Dania Prawl has it for Fort Erie. Will draw on the defender. Spawning it open for a wide open Edwards. Prawl gets it back. Prawl. Nice work sidestepping it through. But that play will not count. But Prawl does draw the foul and heads to the free throw line. Carlita Bennett now has her third personal foul of this matchup. Going for the second shot is Prawl. Secured the basket. It's a 45-44 lead in favor of Fort Erie with 7:10 remaining in this fourth quarter. Looking for a response now. Bosco over to Bennett. Bennett back for the 3. Good! Great work there, Cheyenne Neal. Now Fort Erie looking for a response of their own. Back the other way. It's Edwards over to Prawl. Will draw on the defender looking for options. Prawl will circle back. Generating the turnover there. Jasmine Bosco has it. Over there for Voljevic. Good! Anastasia Veljovic securing that layup. Prawl now being triple teamed on the play and almost generating another turnover. She does. Bosco back the other way for Bennett. And she secures the easy layup as King Christian suddenly leads 51-45. Timeout called by Fort Erie. I'm Jordan Jacklin, and stay tuned in this fourth quarter of this OSBA quarterfinal matchup. 6:15 remain here in this quarterfinal matchup between Fort Erie and King Christian. Starting off on the attack, his Maya Foes. Being drawn there in by Summer Lee, finding the pass for Parchment. Unable to get that through. Another turnover created by Jasmine Basco. She drives it in! Just falling short on that attempt, but kept alive. Summer Lee has it back for Bennett. Basco, good! Jasmine Basco really stepping it up to 9 points in this matchup so far. Nice work there. Denisha Prawl, yes! Denisha Prawl has a response of her own. Let's see what Jasmine Basco has to say about it. Sending it over to Summer Lee. Lee will drive it in herself. Summer Lee going down hard in the process and draws the foul. When you're in a one-on-one assignment there with Ciara Parchment, you have to use your quick, deceptive movements, because that's really the only way you can draw the foul against a 6'3" forward. Basco will have the offensive inbound for King Christian. The ball being wiped down by the referees. Must have been a bit slippery. Just showcases the intensity of this matchup. We're still in the quarterfinals. Jasmine Bosco has it. Sending it back to Bennett, finds Smith. Tanae Smith. Over to Bosco. Appeared to be out of bounds on the play, and Fort Erie will now have possession. Trailing by 7 with 5:17 to go. Dania Prawl. Guarded heavily there by Bosco. Sending it back to Edwards. Edwards back to Prawl. Looking for options in front. Prawl. The other way for Parchment. Parchment trying to drive it in, out of bounds. Everyone up off the bench from King Christian. Really doing a great job of defending Fort Erie's top stars. Tanae Smith finds Bosco, back to Smith as she's in transition. Smith has it, sending it down low to Summer Lee. Lee looking for options. Back over to Bosco. Bosco being guarded heavily there by Foes. The other way, Tanae Smith with a lane to Lee for the three. Good! Summer Lee secures the baskets. Deanna Prawl going a 1-3-3 matchup, able to get it through, denied by Valjevic. Jasmine Bosco has it. Looking to keep up the momentum for King Christian. Nice little footwork right there. Back over to Lee. Yes! Summer Lee, that was cold. As King Christian really starting to gain their rhythm. Another timeout called by Fort Erie. I'm Jordan Jacklin, and you're watching the OSBA quarterfinal matchup on the OSBA YouTube channel. Stay tuned. Fort Erie versus King Christian. Down by 13. Foes trying to thread it through to Prawl as a whistle is blown. That will now send Dania Prawl to the free throw line. Currently has 18 points. That's a game high. The main driver of offense for the International Academy. Sinking her first shot as she goes for her second. Make it 20 points on the game so far for Dania Prawl. Cheyenne Neal inbounding. Actually, they'll substitute it for Carletta Bennett as Neal will head to the bench. Bennett will find Valjevic. In transition now is Tanae Smith. Smith, 1v3. It's good work there by the Fort Erie defenders. As Summer Lee will have the offensive inbound. Trying to find space back over to Bosco. Bosco, good screen there. Driving in hard to Valjevic was the Fort Erie defender. Some disagreement there with head coach Zelimir Stevanovic and the ref as they have a chat about it. It'll be Fort Erie possession. With the ball now is Kimora Morgan, back to Maya Foes. Foes has it back to Morgan. Over the other way, it's Parchment from deep. Unable to secure the basket on that one. Back the other way, it's Bosco. Over the Smith! Just narrowly missing on that attempt. Starting to see both sides elect for threes. Driving it in is Prawl going down hard. Trying to drive through Valjevic. Both sides figuring it out. Both coaches talking to their starting group, figuring out how to tactically play the final 3 minutes and 20 seconds of this matchup. King Christian leading by 11. As both sides get set to enter back on the court. And Dania Prawl trying to do it all herself. And you've really seen, since the exit of Kiara Gregory, they've really had trouble defending against this King Christian attack. And specifically the likes of Jasmine Bosco, 9 points in the game so far, have really stepped up. Amaya Chicano has 14 points herself. Summer Lee, 16 points. It's a team contribution for the collegiate. And it stems from deceptive movement. Deceptive east to west movement, rather. And drawing in opposing defenders. And making clean cross-seam passes. There's a reason why they narrowly fell short to the Capital Court Academy last year in the OSBA Finals. They're going for the championship. They've certainly had a strong showing here, but it's been pretty close. Had Gregory not gone down, you're likely looking at a very close matchup. It appears all the issues have been sorted out as we get set back for action. Dania Prohl back at the free throw line. Making her first attempt, up to 21. Now she'll go for 22. Secured by Dania Prohl. Fort Erie now brings it within 9 with 3:18 remaining. Nice stretch pass. Finds Smith. Back the other way, Bosco. Back over to Bennett, being guarded heavily there by Morgan. Quick movement here. Find Christian. Back the other way. Lee for the 3. Just falling short. Looking for that rebound. And secured by Veljovic. Good work there by Anastasia Veljovic just to stay with it. None of the Fort Erie defenders were really able to catch awareness of where the ball was. Veljovic able to regain positioning and secure that easy layup. Appears we have some more power issues on the court right now as they look to fix it. Both teams back in the huddle, drawing up game plans. A reminder, folks, we have 3 more matches from 12 to 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today that you can catch on the OSBA YouTube channel. I'll be on the call for all of them as we get the spotlight Canada's up-and-coming best players. We've really seen the sport grow in this country. We're seeing Canadian players really make an impact globally at all levels, from amateur to professional. Canada's really put themselves on the map as a basketball country. I'm Jordan Jacklin. Will be underway shortly. And finally, after a bit of work there to get everything working again, we're going to be underway. Maya Foes will inbound it for Fort Erie. 2:58 remaining, with King Christian leading 62-51. And we are back. Foes has it for Fort Erie, sending the stretch pass to Prawl. Handing it back over to Foes. Being guarded there by Smith. Nice move to get by. Getting that defensive rebound was Veljovic. Carlita Bennett will inbound for King Christian. As Veljovic had to tie up her shoe there. Lee back over to Bennett. Jasmine Basco in transition, finding Lee. Basco settling it down, looking for options in front. Over to Bennett. Finding Smith, back over to Lee. Nice screen there. Set up there for the three! Just falling short on that attempt, but kept alive. Limited time left from deep. Just narrowly missing was Jasmine Bosco. Whistle called on the play. Fort Erie's head coach Handel Kipp stressing defense to his starters. Does not want to see King Christian have that much room to work with on the offensive side of the court. Foes inbounds it and finds Guide Bryan back over to Foes. Aggressive defense here by King Christian. Prawl has it, driving it in herself. Blocked in front by Veljovic. Summer Lee now with many bodies in front. Smith back over to Lee. Lee being guarded by Parchment. Will slow it down, looking for options. Trying to get a screen. Lee back over to Smith. Limited time remaining. Drawing it in. Veljovic looking for space. Blocked by Ciara Parchment. Now will go out of play. So King Christian will maintain offensive possession. Inbounding now is Bosco. Nice stretch pass finds Lee. Lee drawing it in. And Parchment gets that defensive rebound the other way. Hits Guide Brown using their speed. And good work there by Genesis Guide Brown, the North York native, to draw the foul to head to the free throw line. Trailing by 11 with 1:31 remaining. Just a reminder, Kiara Gregory, number 3 for Fort Erie, did have to leave the game earlier after going down hard. At that point, the matchup was within 2. Her absence has definitely been felt. And securing the second basket is Guide Brown. Aggressive defending now on both sides. Jasmine Bosco back over to Bennett, trying to stretch it out. An open lane there. Tanae Smith back over to Jasmine Bosco. Bosco will draw the defender. Nice screen there by Veljovic for the open lane. Can't make that shot. Was Tanae Smith. Going down hard on the court is Lucretia Edwards. Bit of an awkward fall in the midcourt. His injury troubles really start to hamper over Fort Erie. Looks like she'll be able to get up. Appears she'll stay on the court. Heading to the free throw line is Edwards. Girdley has 4 points in this game. Sinks her first basket. I shall go for her second. Fort Erie within 9. Never say never. trying to get that rebound, but good work there, Carlita Bennett. Able to pick it up and avoid danger. Bennett will now inbound for King Christian. Bennett looking for options. Finding Bosco, being challenged hard there by Guy Bryan, but able to come up with it. Bosco looking for options in front, really getting aggressively tied in, drawing it in, good! What an effort by Jasmine Bosco. To do the 360 turn, such deceptive movement, and able to find that open lane. Down on the other end of the court, it'll be Dania Peral heading back to the free throw line. Missing on her first attempt, but she'll go for her second. And that was good. Carletta Bennett now. Finding Tanae Smith back over to Summer Lee. Some open room to work with. Bosco has it. And will wait with the ball. Nice work there to sidestep two defenders. Lee. Open room there for Veljovic. Finding the wide open lane. Bosco back to Lee. Limited time remaining. Summer Lee back the other way. And just falling short on that attempt. But able to get it back was Veljovic. Great work here by King Christian. As the whistle is blown. 20.2 seconds remaining. King Christian leading by a score of 64-54 over Fort Erie. Heading to the free throw line is Maya Foes, the Mississauga native. One of the players on this team that will be graduating in 2025, so still has a few years left with the program. Missing on her first attempt. She goes for her second. Nothing but net on that shot. Timeout called in the play by King Christian. So they have 50 seconds to talk it over. This is Jordan Jacklin. You're watching OSBA quarterfinal matchup. Stay tuned for the final result. Hello, everybody. Jordan Jacklin here. 20 seconds remain in this quarterfinal matchup between Fort Erie and King Christian. Jasmine Bosco now in the final possession. Called for half-court violation, it appears. Or rather, we'll head to the free throw line. Personal foul will charge to Fort Erie. Bosco has 11 points in this game. Make it 12. Getting another attempt now. Matching her jersey number now with 13 points in this game for Jasmine Bosco. Parchment back the other way for the deep three. Just falling short in the dying seconds. Tanae Smith had two forwards on her strong. As a personal foul is charged, that will now send Smith to the free throw line. Smith makes her first shot. She looks to go 2 for 2. And she does make it 68-55 with 4.6 remaining. Looking for one last attempt. It is Prawl driving it in. And just falling short. The King Christian Collegiate defeat the Fort Erie International Academy by a score of 68-55. What a close matchup this was, but we still have 3 more underway on the OSBA YouTube channel. I'm Jordan Jacklin, and make sure to stay tuned for more.